The following weekend, I took my middle nephew out and bought him new socks, too, as well as about the same amount of thrift store clothes. He still wears the green hoodie I got for him back then. I bought him several pairs of pants, several shirts, and sweatshirts, and a big, thick coat, which he really liked. And he was wearing that stuff ASAP, too. The only thing he didn't need was shoes. I'm on a fixed income, and this was not very long before Thanksgiving and Christmas. But I spent about $200 on clothes for those kids because they needed it. My eldest nephew was already living with his dad full-time, so he was fine. I also lent my youngest nephew a Timber Ridge camping cot, just so he'd have a decent bed. His tiny room in the trailer had a couch bed previously, but moisture and dogs just destroyed it. I also bought the kid a sleeping bag because he wasn't sleeping well due to the cot getting cold on the underside. I ended up getting blankets and pillows for both of those kids. And after my sister was evicted, we cleaned out the trailer and found out she not only had a brand new sleeping bag in storage, she also had a hoard of unused blankets hidden under her bed. Oh, we were so mad. She let her kids be cold when she had that stuff the whole time. The summer of 2023, all three of my nephews were allowed to live around the yard in tents, which they found preferable to living in the trailer with their mom, her boyfriend, and the stinky dogs. I ran power cords from my house to all three of their tents and got all three of those kids fans and ice coolers and lent two of them camping cots to sleep on. And I also let the eldest stay in my camper trailer from time to time. When telling people this stuff, the first words out of their mouths are usually, "You're a good uncle." Meanwhile, my sister was busy drinking, partying, doing drugs, fighting with her POS boyfriend and making trouble for all of us. We worked in secret with my ex-brother-in-law to make sure those kids were safe, and he took them that December. And then he took my sister back to court, and before to make sure those kids were safe, and he took them that December. And then he took my sister back to court. And before anyone points it out, I and my parents are very remorseful for not taking action sooner. But my sister had us all mentally beat down. She's a chronic manipulator that makes up stuff, and then spreads lies. She had people all over the area believing the stuff she said about our parents. My parents couldn't go out to the local restaurant without getting side glances from people, but after we kicked out my sister, all of that stopped. She was poisoning everyone against our parents, and she wonders why we had enough of her.